push up a little bit at least, you know.
Hey, bestie.
Thank you for the follows. Are they DIY something?
I think they're gonna go for the lows right here. So let's wait for a push up. I could have entered. Let's see if they can flush 680. Let's see if it's pushing up again. If this goes back down and breaks the low here, I'm gonna go short really quickly.
Order filled.
Short it really quick. So quick little short. I'm gonna just have my stop up here. Can it break? Can it break 740s here? See a push down here. There, nice. We need more here. Need a little more. Need to keep going. There's the dump. Flush more. Keep going. Move it down a little bit. See if we can keep going here. It doesn't want to go. I mean, we're at break even, so I'm gonna just let it play. But let's see here. I just need a little more. Oh, it's pushing up now. It's not a good sign. Come on. Come on. It wants to do it here. Take me out really quick, guys. For the 30. For the 30. See if it flushes here. I need a little bit of a flush. Come on. Come on. How did that not tap me out? I might just take it here, guys.
Order filled.
I'm out. There you go. Quick and easy trade. For about like, what was that, 65? That's 65. 65-ish dollars. $60. For all of my accounts. So now he's gonna wait here. So I took that trade because you see how we were respecting this EMA the whole time and it was dumping hella hard. Usually when price push up like this and it fails to break the high of this candle and comes down, it usually continues. So I had to take that trade real quick. And it's a Friday, so the idea of a dump is in my mind, right? Usually they like to dump it on Friday. People take money out. People take their money out for the weekends. And they take profit like for the weekends, right? a lot can happen in the weekends, so they usually take it out, and it results in a dump. That's why they have a Friday dump. I think they are pretty likely to sweep this level here. So that was like a 30-point trade, guys. It looks like it still might dump here in an hour. Yeah, look, this is what we should be looking at here. This little area. So the new hourly candle just the hourly candle just closed, so a new one just started here, and you see how there's a reaction back up. That's usually what you would see after a strong push like this, right? You want to push back up, maybe to the 5-minute EMAs, and then we continue to dump. Like this might be the wick on the hourly candle for another dump here, right? It's not usually, but I wouldn't put it past them. Look at it, it's trying to come back down. So for me, I want to see price at least hit these EMAs like on the 5-minute chart, and then we can short that back down, right? So look at this dump from the 15-minute opening range. Let's see, we got to push back up to the 5-minute. So I don't want to short here until bears show me that they can probably make a lower low here. See this? Yeah. Shorting here will be like a C entry, right? If you really want to short at the 5-minute EMAs, it pushes up here, like around here. That's where I want to short. So basically up here. 790 area. But you don't want it to break the high of this candle, probably. $25,780. See if we can get up there. 25,780 is around here. Let's see. So I caught that trade there. So there's no need to rush here. We can be patient. It's going to that level right here. Like this is the level you would want it to reject. Around the EMAs. Closer to the EMAs as possible, right? It's trying to reject right now, look. And if we can start making lower lows, then that will be another short entry. Hourly. So we haven't swept the lows yet. So I still think there's room to go on the downside. Let's see. We can just wait for this 5-minute closure here for more confirmation. Right now, it's doing exactly what I wanted to do. But the problem with shorting here is it would be too early. This candle right here can very well just push and up and just knock everybody out from that short. So if you short here, where will your stop be, you know? So you want to build some sort of structure first. Maybe wait for this 5-minute candle to close. Yeah. Closes in minute 30. No, it's pushing up. Still pushing up here. I'm still looking for a short. There's no longs in my book here. I'm only gonna long if we go above the EMAs on the 5-minute. So it's still shorting. Short for me is in play here. Maybe they sweep the highs right here and then pull it back. ES has already is at the EMA here. ES rejects here. NQ do the same thing. Let's see, Nvidia pulled back after it hit the EMAs in the 5. Let's see Nvidia, yeah. Let's see if Nvidia can dump here. If Nvidia can dump, ES can also dump, then NQ will most likely follow, right? So okay, so the 5-minute bar has closed and there's a wick on the top here. If we can get a closure below these candles of a like a bearish bar, be a pretty good short, I think. I don't like this wick that's put in. So let's just wait. Okay, so Nvidia's rejecting the EMAs now on the 1-minute chart. Right, let me see the 5-minute chart on Nvidia. Probably tell us more. We pushed up from the EMAs on the 5-minute on Nvidia, but it failed to make a high. We're gonna wait here. Indecision candle on the 15 here. We need, yeah, like a 5-minute bar to. We need it to close. It's closing lower, so that's a good sign. Let's see if we get another push up and like a wick down. Okay. We're rejecting here. We just made a lower low of those candles here. Let's see if the 5-minute bar can take out the other 5-minute low here. It needs to take out the low of this bar. and maybe close below it. Let's see. Let's wait for the close of this. We got 2 minutes for this close. See how they're pushing it right back up? Only only reason why I want to wait for this 5-minute candle, right, is that that'll give me more confirmation, and that also keeps me from entering stupid trades, right? That'll help me be more patient. Because right now I would just enter, right? But it looks very, very trappy. It looks like they want to pop it back up, take out some bears, and then maybe go lower with it. But let's wait for this candle here. We might just dump through the floor here. I'm not going to lie. It looks like it wants to dump. But we waiting for this 5-minute candle really quickly. We got 40 seconds left, and it's already making its way down. Okay, so we flushing now. See if we get a push up here. Can you take me higher? Look at that rejection. Okay, it has to close here below the 5-minute. We flushed a low and we made a new low, right? So let's see, this candle has to close right here. Yeah, it has. It did. So now I'm looking for an entry. Maybe we get an entry. See if we push up here. We're pushing it back up again. Yeah, that hourly candle looks very weak. Yeah, it's trying to go lower, man. They're trying to go lower. They're trying to push it back up here. Let's see if we can get like a sweep and then a wick down.
Order filled.
Start a short. It's gonna risk that right there for a break to the downside. Come on. Waiting for this dump. Looking for a dump here through the lows. Let's see if it can pop 700. Run 700 here. Oof. I don't like the little push up here. There we go. There we go. That's it. That's it. That's it. Come on. Keep going. Dang, it tapped it. Maybe I should have took my 10. Trying to push it back up again. As long as they don't push up to the highs here, we should be good. Should just dump. Should just dump straight through here, man. Dump straight through. Need to dump straight through. Dump straight through 700. There it is. It don't want to go. Come on. Looking weak. There we go. 20, 25 points. Tap me out.
Order
break even
filled.
now.
Order filled.
Boom.
Order
There we
filled.
go. That's another 20-point trade. Let's go. There we go, baby. There we go. I could have kept holding there, right? But, I mean, shit, I should have. I should have trailed that, right? But pretty good trade still, right? That's so far, that's like, what, like 25, like 50 points so far for the day? Dang, I could have held that for so much more, man. So right now, right, they've just took the lows of, they just took the overnight lows. No, not overnight. That's yesterday's lows. So after, let's see if there's a reaction back up here because they swept that low, right? But if it keeps going here, we have room to the downside still. Back to 25,600. Let's see, I'm more confident in shorts because it's a Friday. Fridays that people, I'm telling you, people love to fucking, they love to pull out of the market because it's going into the weekend. No one wants to hold it. Weekend news will go crazy on your trades. So we're hitting the support here. If we dump through support, there's a lot more room to go, right? But there's this reactionary level is it's working right now. We're getting reaction because of this level, but needed to flush strong. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can take one more trade, like a good trade. It has to give me a good setup here. Um, it might just reverse here since we swept the lows. It's a very real possibility. But it looks like he just wants to push up here. Let's see if this is a V-shaped recovery. We gotta wait for the 5-minute here. You can see how I entered that trade, right? Let me see. Let's look at the 5-minute. So the 5-minute, what the heck just happened? How to say, like, what? So the 5 minute pushed up here to the EMAs, which was what I wanted. Come back down, close below the 5 minute bar right here. Pushes back up again, and then that's when I went to the 1 minute, right? When was this? So I closed right here at 9:15. Right here. I waited for a pushback up to the EMAs in a 1 minute and a rejection. And that was where I answered right here. And then I got like 30 points. So, and NVIDIA, and look at this bounce back up here. Might be the V-shaped recovery, or it could just range here all day. But anyhow, you want to be patient here. I took 2 good trades. So there's no reason for me to rush at all, right? There we go. So we're way below the 5 minute, the 15 EMA here, not 15, the 15 minute orb, right? So this was what I was expecting, right? Because of the sweep of the lows, we swept the lows. If this hourly candle can close bullish, that's probably a indication of a more of an upside, right? But let's see how this ends up. Actually, let's see what happens when it reaches the 5 here. Let's just look at the 5 minute. Look at the 5 here. Swept the lows, pushing back up. If this can close above this previous 5 minute candle, bullish, like how it is now, it's a very, very good reaction if you're a bull. Okay, so it didn't close above the previous 5 minute, right? So it barely, yeah, it didn't close. Now it's having a reaction back down here with no upper wick at all. So you want to be very patient in this area. See the 5 minute. Yeah, look, just just straight back down. Oh my God, and Q. So what I want to see, probably, yeah, this 5 minute chart close below this, and then like another push up for a dump. But I mean, yeah, the hourly is trying to move lower for sure. Look at it. See if we can get a push up here. Yeah, ES, NVIDIA, they're all trying to dump. I need some sort of structure to be built here to dump through it so I can put my stop. But that little reaction back up is very scary. That was very scary. So right now that just made a, if this didn't make a lower low, I'm gonna need it to dump. They're trying to make this into a trend line here since we didn't make a lower low. Since we didn't make a lower low, that just gave the bulls more confidence to buy this here. Let's see if they can make a higher high here. If they can't, then I mean, it might be a short coming. Okay, there it is, a rejection. Five-minute bar. Look at that wick going back up now. I'm not liking that at all. Let me see if it can break lower. There it is. See if we can maybe clean up this wick for a little bit. Look at that wick being put in. If we can close maybe down here towards the low of this candle, I'll be a little more confident in this short. There it is. It failed to make a higher high. It's trying to push up. It's trying to push up. Okay. 30 seconds on the close of this candle here. Let's see if it can close bullish. Bearish. Close like around here. Yep, there it is. 19 seconds. Just below the previous candle. I think it's trying to dump already. There it is. See, close below. There you go. It did close below.
Order filled.
Gonna short it real quick. To the downside here. I'm just looking for maybe 10 points. I don't want it to probably go up above here. Let's look for like 10 points. Damn, we're getting a reaction here. Still looks very bearish. I'm just looking for a little bit of a 10-point dump, maybe 10, 15 points. If we can get a dump, they don't want to dump it though. Damn. Needs to go now, man. It's looking very, very weak. Needs a flush. Look at the 5-minute here. Gosh, maybe they push it back up. Be not ideal at all. They're trying to push it up here, but it's very, very weak. Okay, ES already trying to make his move down. Nvidia is pushing up hard. Needs to flush like right here. Like how ES is doing here. ES moving down. Only thing holding us up is Nvidia here. Nvidia needs to follow. There we go. There we go. It needs to keep going. ES still going. Just made a lower low. Nice. Just keep going. 8.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Bruh. I meant to sell. Oh my god. I mean, I meant to buy. Holy moly. I messed. I meant to just exit. What the heck just happened? Oh my god. I that would have been another freaking trade right there, but definitely messed up bad right there. Man, oh man, I messed up. That really pissed me off. I would have been up. I clicked sell instead of buy. Where can I? So crazy. I messed up bad, dude. Freaking I.
Order filled.
Start another one here. Flush. Waiting for a flush. There it is.
Order canceled.
There we go.
Order filled. Order
That's another
filled.
15-point trade there. I took it. 15 point. We up 144 on 4 accounts. This is a great day. So with that being said, I might just hop off here. But I want to keep going. I'll still stay on, actually. I'll stay on till probably like 10:30. But wow, been very nice trades today, dude. Like you want to push the advantage on days like this, right? You want to keep trading on days like this with good price action. So looking very nice. Some good trades today. Yeah, looking like we might flush to 600 here. They're shorting it right back down. Still pushing. It's trying to go back up again after that rejection of the EMAs. Trying to yoke it back up here. They're pushing it. If they fail to make this high, they fail to break this high, it might be another short opportunity. But see if they can break the lows here. Broke the lows. There it is. They're trying to dump, but it's currently getting rejected here. I mean, if it's closed below all these candles here, yeah. This might be the, yep.
Order filled.
Short there. Push down some more to the 600 level, maybe. See if they can flush 600. Flush 600. Nice little close. It's trying to go still. They're trying to push it back up, but there we go. There we go. Put it up here. Drop it, drop it, drop it. Oof. Hey, come on. Drop here. Let's go 10 points,
Order
12
canceled.
points. I'm out.
Order filled. Order filled.
I'm out, I'm out, I'm out. Okay. Let me see. There we go. We're up $170 on 4 accounts. Like, come on, guys. Like, come on, man. Good trades, good trades. So I think I'm probably getting off at 10 if they don't. It looks. Today was perfect. It was a perfect day for sure. Oh my gosh. Could have held that too. Oh, it's still going, man. This is crazy. Dude, yeah. We're down to the other support. Right here is probably when I would expect a bounce, right? So I don't want to I don't want to short here yet. I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to short here. Look at the hourly here. If we can sweep these lows, yeah, we're gonna push. We're getting a push up here. So we broke through this level. Yeah, look at this. We will continue. I want more momentum to the downside. And this hourly candle maybe close more bearish. But they're putting in that wick now. We're at the 25,600 level. And that's a major resistance level. Look at this hourly chart. That's another resistance level right here. If we flush through that, we got 25,500 down here. Right, so in the daily, right? Yeah, look more. We can probably sweep previous day's lows. We could. Yeah. You can see why I took my 15 points, right? Because of this support level right here. So great day. Great day. Great day. Yeah, so I'm gonna give it to like 10 to see if I can get a another setup to form here. If not, so right here I wanted to maybe the price to come back and revisit the 5-minute EMA. And then short it because right here is a major resistance level, right? I mean support level. I don't want to make it keep going since it dropped like what? How many points is that since the open? Bro, it dropped like 200 points since the open. Like I don't saying that it will keep going is very very low probability here, right? So I wanted to maybe push up to this area, just like here, and just like here. So you see how we just pushed up to the 5-minute EMA and then reversed, 5-minute EMA reversed. I want to see the same thing here. Right, since we hit major resistance, that's what I would need to see to short this. Right, and we could just straight up dump here. That's fine too. I'm trying to dump it here. Well, I don't trust them. I do not trust this like, at all. Bullish reaction back up. Looks good. This trend line here needs to push up to this area. Very, very bearish. Look at this bearish EMA crossed. The 1 hour. Bearish EMA cross. Bearish cross everywhere, right? So let's just wait for a push up to this 5 minute. Good time to take a stretch. Do some push ups. Wait. See, yep. This was expected, right? That push up was expected. So it's going towards that level I'm looking for. I'm looking for this little level here. If we don't break this, oh wow, they're trying to short this already here. But look at this trend line. If we don't break down be here, we might need this 5 minute to close below this. Below this the other 5 minute. Because if it doesn't close, that would just give bulls more confidence to push us back up since they want to start this. I know they see this right here, right? They see this. Right? So they bulls see that and they buy here, so to pop it higher. So in order for me to get short, you want it to break this trend line and close below one of the 5 minute candles. That would be a good setup right there for another short. But as of right now, they see that trend line. We're at resistance. A lot of bulls here. It's probably going higher, right? It's probably going higher. A deeper reach. It's either it will reverse here or we get a deeper retracement, right? We could very well dump, but I mean, that will be a very aggressive trade, aggressive short. So we need this 5 minutes to close at the bottom, at the lows here. Pushing up now. Yep, they're still pushing here. They're still trying to bounce it. So again, this is the area I'm looking for, right? 25,600, 25,680s ish. As long as they don't take out this high, right, and we get a rejection. If they close above this EMA here, then that might be a V-shaped recovery here. There's that push up. There's that push up. Right to the area of interest. So let's see the reaction here. Look at that. Look at that wick back up. So we have to see what's going on here. Yeah, so Nvidia had a trend going down. Now it just broke that line. Broke that trend line. Yeah, we need Nvidia to push up towards the 5, which is what is doing right now, and then reject. See if it rejects here. No need to rush here, right? And we took like 4 really good trades. All winners. Right? No losers today. Let's see if this gives me a good setup. If this end up chopping at this area, we could just chop here at this area, right? It's also a very real thing. There it is, rejecting now. It's rejecting now. There we go. We're having a little rejection here at the level I'm looking at here. It needs to reject here with momentum, right? Like a 5-minute candle has to reject back down to the lows here and close bearish to be a true rejection. Right now it's a very weak rejection. They're trying to push it. They're trying to continue this push. Yeah, they take out the highs here. Yep. It's that push up. see what happens here. It has not yet taken out this candle's high. It's rejecting currently. Bruh. Look at this 30-minute candle. Yeah, do you want to short into this wick? I don't know. I don't know, man. That's crazy. Look, it might close even bullish pin bar here, man. Yeah, so right here, maybe I don't know if there's a short here, right? So we just took out the highs. This probably rejects here, and then I'll be very surprised if we make another low here. Very surprised. You probably want to get a long down here, right? That's probably a higher probability. But anything can happen, right? Right now it's a very, very, very strong recovery. Very strong reaction from the bottom here. Look at this. Hold 20 seconds to the close of this. That's a nice. That's a textbook pin bar if it can close strong here. Whoa. Damn. Look at that. That's a perfect pin bar, right? See, we might want. I want a rejection. Trying to reject here. Might be a long. Look at this smooth trend line they see. I know they see that line. So many trades here. I got sell. Good amount of points I got today, I'm not gonna lie. Struggling to push higher. Just I want to see some structure to get put in here. I don't want to see this pushing any higher. Well, it could push higher to like this EMA, and then reject, but it's rejecting right now, right? I want momentum, and maybe close below this trend line I drew out. It's that rejection. Right. Rejecting right now, right? I'm gonna wait for this 5-minute bar to close. But I don't see us. I don't see us making a lower low here after that strong wick up and that strong rejection move. Right? Like I said, this is the area of interest that everyone's looking at. I'm looking at it. And that rejection right off the EMA. This has to close strong here for us to continue, for some continuation back down. It's rejecting still here. Yep. Nvidia also rejected heavy down the EMAs. So they could just trap shorts here, right? Yeah, I'm gonna just see 5-minute candle closure below these wicks, right? I need a closure like right here. It broke the lows. It has to close below this wick. Yep. You do not want to see this trend line get respected. Look, they're trying to start getting bought up again. Okay. If this push back up here and like doesn't close down here, because that's what I'm looking for. If it has to close down here. If it doesn't close down here, it might get off. Just it's gonna chop. Needs to close low. Oof. I'm pushing it back up here. Right from that trend line too. They're trying to. If this puts in a higher high, there's more upside on the way. But if it closes weak, could be heading back down. But I'm not gonna lie, guys. That rejection at the 5-minute EMA is pretty weak, right? If you compare it to all the other rejection, right here, as soon as it hits the EMAs, whoosh, right back down. As soon as it hits the EMA, right back down. Strong rejection. This is a pretty weak rejection. So have to be patient here. They could still push this back up to, I think it's 21 EMA. Yeah. 21 EMA right here. It could push it to 21 EMA. If it does push to 21 EMA, it could also push to the VWAP. So if you want to be more confirmation, you would wait here, right? Yeah, look, it's pushing right now. Pushing right now. Yep. That hourly candle also looks like it's putting in a wick at the bottom to push higher here. They just made a higher high. Still pushing here. ES is at the VWAP on the 5-minute. Getting that push. Nice. Let's see what happens when it gets up to this 21 EMA here. It's a perfect recovery right from the bottom, like a V-shaped recovery. Boom, 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 boom. Wow. ES is pushing to the upside here. Just broke the push through the VWAP here. It's rejecting here. Yep, ES is rejecting from the VWAP. See if ES can break the lows here. All right, I need ES to break the lows, NVIDIA to break the lows of the previous 5-minute bar, and then we'll probably go back down. If all three of them confluences are do the same thing, right? That'd be up. But right here, I do not want a long. Alright, cool. You do not want a long here, dude. You only want a long, for my opinion. I only want a long once it gets up here above the VWAP. Rejection on the 21 EMA. A little bit of rejection bar putting in here. There it is. They're flushing it. They need to take out some of these previous wicks lows here for me to want to come back to shorts. Look at it. Nice rejection here. Come on, we need some more momentum. Right now, this trend line is holding as of right now. They might enter on a long, I'm not gonna lie. See if we can sweep the lows here. They're still trying to push it. Yep. We might keep pushing, man. Let's see what this candle wants to do here. I don't want to long it here, right? Because we are at major resistance. We're at the VWAP. We're at the on the ES, at the 21 EMA. Like, it's very, very. Unless we push up here, I don't know, man. Right now, I'm looking for a break of these lows for a short, actually. Like, oh, look at it. I need a 5-minute closure below some of these candles here for a push. Or a push downside. Right now, it's looking like it wants to go up. Pushing again. Yep. It's holding the lows here. I like what I'm seeing, right? Might take a stab at a long. Might take a stab at a long here. Need to wait for another push down. Oh, it is pushing down here, but let's see if it holds. Yeah, that rejection, instant rejection. they're holding this little trend line. I'm saying, like, they're holding the EMAs too. Nvidia though is rejecting. So ES holding the VWAP, but it's not pushing higher, right? That's a problem.
Order filled.
I'm gonna start one really quickly. Scalp a little move up. Push up here. There it is.
Order canceled. Order filled. Order filled.
Got my like 6 points of a long there. Got my little long. There we go. We up 180. So with that being said, I only took that long because we're at resistance, right? I took that long and I only took like 8 points because we're at resistance. I could have held that in hindsight, but I'm not mad. Profit is profit. So very, very good day today, guys. I'm gonna get off here. Don't want to keep pushing my luck, right? We're up 185 on 4 accounts. What? Let me do the math on that. That's like what? About like 750 bucks, right? So 740, 750. So yeah, great day. The price action today, ideal. Write this down. This is ideal for continuation traders, right? So yeah, I'll be back on Monday. Not mad at all. Ending the week green is always good, right? So take care, be careful out there, and